strange Kentucky people. Do you have any particular stories about any particularly strange fans from the Smoky Mountain territories?
Hmm. Yeah, well, there's a few of them. I mean, if you ever have the opportunity to travel in the Great Smoky Mountains, you'll find that not only are there hills up there, but there's people too living in the mountains, and we call those people mountain people. They and there's no other way to describe them. So when you live in that region, you live in on a big hill. We call them mountains here. Yeah, big mountain. You adjust. I think here in Tennessee and Kentucky, you have one lane roads sometimes up on those mountain roads, and if somebody's coming the other way, you either have to pull over or back up to let the other person pass, and it's just who's gonna do we do rock paper scissors? What do we do? You got to figure it out. So I mean, there are some colorful people living in the region of Kentucky that we've come across and entertained on occasion. If I can say it that way, I don't know if it's answering your question. I don't have any specific stories. I don't think I can tell them anyway, but we have visited and entertained. I say we, and I'll leave my partner in crime out of it right now. We've entertained a few times in the Kentucky, if you will.
What did the Mountain fans want to see in the wrestling ring that maybe the Northeastern fans, when you were in Survivor Series '93, they didn't want to see?
Wrestling fans here, wrestling fans in the Southeast especially, they love wrestling. They do. They want to see their guys fight because they fight. They fight with their family. They fight with their friends. They want to see some wrestling. They want to see the bad guy get beat. They want to see the good guy win. They want to see some action. They're coming out of their houses, and this is what I tell people all the time, or ask them, why would anybody want to get out of their house, off their couch, and come out and see you? Why would they want to support you? Well, these people did if they were on TV and saw you on TV, saw the Rock and Roll Express, I'm over down and help Ricky Morton. That kind of stuff. They wanted to see the spots. They wanted to see the Gaga. They wanted to see a guy like Jim Cornette get his ass handed to him. In Boston, I think, on the Northeast, it was a lot of punch and kick and a lot of personality-driven characters. Personality-driven characters isn't unusual in wrestling, but it's just that, again, with Bruno coming down to the South, the Southern fans didn't get it. And, Jose Lothario going up north, I don't think the Northeast fans would get it. So it's just a matter of style, I think, and educating the fans to what is and what isn't.
Well, speaking of the fans, do you remember? I don't know if this was like an awkward time for you because you were trying to protect yourself and the wrestling business, but then Jim Cornette started doing the Smoky Mountain Fan Weeks. Do you remember doing any of the fan weeks, and what was expected of you and how to act with the lay people?
Well, yeah, but they were lay people, sure, but they were wrestling fans. They were hardcore wrestling fans. If you were going to come down for Fan Week, you loved wrestling, and we knew that. And Jim Cornette's a wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling fan. I've loved wrestling my whole life. I still love wrestling. I still love the business. I'm still intrigued. I'm still fascinated by it. But we knew when the people came in and got around. You didn't have to snarl and bark at everybody on the corner. You were a professional and you engaged. And this was a time where Jimmy was also very engaging. He knew that the fans coming, a lot of them from the Observer, a lot of them from the Wrestling Fans International fan club, stuff like that. So these were fans who appreciated the art and also appreciated going to the arena and yelling and having a good time, man. It's like when I go to a show these days, the last show that I remember I really reacted to was a gig on Broadway in New York City called the Blue Man Group. Have you ever seen the Blue Man Group?
I've heard that, yeah, Vegas stalwarts. I've heard of them, yeah.
Well, these were the New York guys. These were the original guys, and it was awesome. And I just appreciated the live entertainment, the live unpredictability of it all, and they didn't miss a beat. This was right in front of us, and they did not miss a beat. That impressed the hell out of me. So, but when I go to a concert these days, so I go somewhere, I want to listen and I want to hear it and I want to watch it. So I'm not going to get involved in screaming and yelling and singing along the songs. I don't do that, but I still get the feeling from it. And I think that a lot of fans would go and appreciate the group and then go watch them and sit in the arena and go, oh my God, you're getting the feeling now. You're getting exactly what you came for. You're getting what you paid for. And I think that was the same way with the Smoky Mountain Fan Week. You would see us at the picnic place and eating hamburgers and conversing. And then you got to go and boo the living hell out of us that night and have fun doing it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that was the spirit of it all. And it wasn't necessarily about protecting kayfabe. They didn't ask us about all this mysterious, intricate stuff because they pretty much already knew. They read the Observer. By that time, people were pretty much, you had your smart group of fans, and those were the ones who came. Mm.
I'll ask one more SMW, a couple more, then we'll get to the main event. I keep saying the same thing, but
that's good. It's good, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you can cut that out too.
No, I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep it in for authenticity's sake. I'm going to keep it in.
Good job.
What was, and I genuinely don't know the answer to this at all. What was the relationship between Smoky Mountain and Jim Cornette and USWA and ECW? Was it like a fan versus fan rivalry, especially with the USWA?
I think. I don't know how it came about. I know that when we came back and we're going in and out sometimes, that it was a relationship between Randy Hales and Jim Cornette with USWA. I mean, they were on the opposite end of the state, obviously, but you know, they were looking to exchange talent and freshen it up and things like that. Mm-hmm. So and I think that was where the fans came into it, you know, East versus West, and it became that fan rivalry. So that was I'm not sure, I'm going to speculate. That was Jimmy's intent, to have the rival promotion Smoky Mountain invade USWA and USWA invade Smoky Mountain and things like this. So it was just a chance, an opportunity to trade talents and sprucing things up, if you will.